this is nice. Sun's in my eyes a little bit. How you all doing? Sun's shining. I'm down the bar. Well, I'm in the pub garden at the moment. Cheers. Went out early. Got in a bit late. And went to bed. A couple of Fridays ago. Cheers, excuse me. Was woken up Saturday morning. It was raining out. I was woken up Saturday morning with a noise and voices. 5:30, 6 in the morning. And my son ran up and down the loft ladders. I thought, oh my God! I was a little bit, shall we say, lethargic. I haven't had hangover properly for years, really. But I was tired. Let's say that. That's enough. Information. I was tired. 5:30, 6 in the morning, my son's going down the loft. I thought, oh no, I could hear him talking. Loud voices, so I thought, oh, I better get up, see what's going on. And there was water coming through his ceiling, the bedroom ceiling. And I thought, oh no, that's all I need. And a year or so ago, we'd had a new boiler. We had a back boiler, which is one that goes behind the fireplace. We had a back boiler, and we had that taken away, and we had a combi boiler fitted in, but that was going to be put in the loft, but to save pipe work, etc., the plumber suggested we put it into the utility room, which we did. So we took his advice. We had that in the utility room, which was downstairs. So I think all the tanks and that in the loft were removed. But anyway, this water was pouring down. It was sort of a constant trickle, not just drip, constant running water. And it was raining out, and I'm thinking, oh, got a burst pipe. 5:30, 6 in the morning. My son's trying to clear some stuff away to lift the boards up to see where the pipe was. He'd done a little bit, bless him, and then said, I've done enough, that'll do. It's not my responsibility, basically, which it wasn't, because what happened was, the guy that lived here years before, they put some big sheets down, big solid sheets, instead of small off balls, so big solid sheets, and we got a load of, as you do, load of crap. That's it, sun's gone down. Got a load of stuff up the loft, the usual decorations, 10 Christmas trees, 20 suitcases, kids' toys from 1962 and stuff like that, and you get what I mean. So you couldn't lift this board up because you had to move loads of stuff to lift this board up. Absolute nightmare. So I thought, right, a pipe's dripping. I thought, bloody, I'm cursing the plumber that did this. I'm thinking, Jesus, I thought he was good. No plumbing gear, so I had to get in the car with my son, drive down to the bungalow, grab my plumbing kit, because I had no spanners or nothing. So I had to shoot round there, get some spanners and some tools, and literally I just turned the boiler off, and I just drained down the, I don't know how to turn the boiler place, I just drained, because it's a new combi boiler, you just drain the system down. In the rain outside, found a pipe outside, drained down, pipe, stopcock, undone the pipe. Drained it all down, went to bed, went back to bed, was solid. I laid there for hours, couldn't go back to sleep. Oh no, I'm thinking, I've got to lift all that up. But I was a bit, you know how you are. I didn't really feel like doing a lot that day, to be fair. Oh, so anyway, lifted the board up, started to lift the board up, started to rearrange the loft. And I was on about selling some camera gear anyway, so I want to get a new camera. So I was on about selling some camera gear. A lot of my virtual tour photography, big cameras and some nice lenses that were in the loft. Some other lenses and bits and pieces like the loft, so I thought I'll get rid of them. So started moving the loft around to clear this board. God, up there hours and hours to find this pipe with a hole in it, or a burst pipe or a joint. So I think I'm going to cut a piece out. I think I'm going to put a piece of pipe in, push fit or something. I thought I could do without this at the weekend, really. Oh dear. Got halfway through the job, lifted the board up, and I noticed some lights in the eaves of the roof. I thought, no, you're joking. I could see some rainwater dripping through, so I put my phone on, the torch on my phone, crawled along the board. I And what's happened is, in the old days, the guys put the insulation on the floor, on the loft, and he's put some plastic sheeting down for some reason, plastic membrane on top. I don't know why they did that. I don't know why they did that. It's a bit of a funny geezer. But anyway, it turned out there was no burst pipes, and then I realised there's no pipes up the bloody loft anymore. I don't think there's no pipes up the loft, so it couldn't have been a burst pipe after all. It turned out it was water running through the bloody roof. What it had done, it had puddled on this plastic, and formed a puddle on the plastic, and got it to a certain, bit like a dam breaking its bank. So it got to a certain height, and off it went. It broke its bank, and off it went flying through the ceiling. I thought, oh great, that's not too bad then. So I it looks like I don't know how it's broken. I sent the drone up anyway to have a look. There's a drone video somewhere on the line. But I put a wooden ball under there and a bowl at the moment just to catch. I think it's a certain wind direction, certain rain. Just so happened that as I'm draining down the bloody boiler, the hot water system, the rain stopped. So it looked like I solved the problem by draining the heating, but I hadn't. It's got nothing to do with the heating at all. So anyway, which brings me on to the next subject. So I sent the drone up. I'm waiting for some prices for some roofers to come back. I sent the drone up, and I think it's a couple of broken tiles. Don't know if that's happened. Which gave me an excuse to tie the loft up. So I've tied the loft up, and then I've got some camera gear down to sell. So I've got some camera gear down to sell, and a few bits and pieces, because I want to. I had 3 GoPro cameras, a 9, 10 and 11. I sold the 9 to a friend of mine. I'm selling the 10, I'm going to keep the 11 because I want to get another camera. I want to sort of go, with my videos now, I want to try and create a little bit better quality content. I want to get some fuzzy backgrounds like bokeh in my shots. I want to try and do some better focus shots. Basically, a little bit better footage, better slow-mo shots, and different. So I won't tell you what camera I've got. I'm looking at getting at the moment. I've not got it yet. But, so I'm going to keep the GoPro 11 because I've got loads of accessories GoPros. I do like the GoPros. I could quite easily see myself buying another GoPro 9, 10 or another 11 at later dates, but I just want to raise some funds. Someone on YouTube said to me the other day, "Oh, you keep buying stuff." I know it's a subscriber. It's been friendly. But what I like to do, I like to buy and sell. So it might look like buying a load of gear, but I'm also selling gear. So I might buy a bivvy, but I've sold a bivvy. I might buy this, that, and the other. So I'm looking to get this new camera. So I want to raise some funds to buy this new camera, so it doesn't affect any other budgets. So grab the guitar and I've got an acoustic guitar which I play regularly. And about 2 years ago, I didn't know what I wanted for Christmas, so Jill says to me, "Oh, do you want I fancy this guitar. It's an Epiphone hollow body cherry red guitar. You might have seen it in one of my videos. I can't really play that well. And I never told anyone this. I only told Jill the other night. It never sounded that good. I plugged it in my amp. I've got an acoustic amplifier, my acoustic guitar, because I've got on the acoustic guitar I put a pickup in it, so it's electrified a little bit. So I put a pickup on it. So I plugged the electric guitar a couple of years ago. I plugged the electric guitar into that amp, and it didn't sound right. Tune it in, and I just wasn't happy with it. I thought, is it me? Is it the guitar? I was going to take it to the shop at one point, and then I put it away. I left it for about a year. Another year later, I thought, it's lovely. It's cherry red. It's gorgeous looking. Just not doing what I only want to play a couple of chords, 4 or 5 chords on it. Just doesn't sound right. I was going to take it to a shop and say, look, I think I've been conned, so it doesn't sound right. So someone says to me the other day, well, sell that guitar. And I thought, you know what? I've never been happy with it. It's a lovely looking guitar. It's never worked for me, this guitar. So, the electric guitar, it looks gorgeous, but it's never quite done the job. Never sounded quite right. I wasn't sure it's conned, because there was only a few in stock at the time, years and years ago. I wasn't sure if it got conned or not. So, with a heavy heart, I laid on the bed the other day, took some photographs to sell it. This is 2 or 3 years after I had the guitar. It's quite sad. It's one of those things. It's a £500 guitar. You won't get the money you've got for it. It's brand new, spanking new, not been touched. Didn't really want to sell it, but I want this new camera. So I took some photographs of it. Right, I'm back in the bar, a little bit warmer now. This is what these bars are for. The sun came out for 5 minutes. I thought I'd sit in the garden for 5 seconds. Bit of sun, but it's still a bit chilly actually. I'm buying and selling a few bits to buy this new camera. I've seen a few second hand and a couple of lenses and that like. I want to get them before my next holiday, but I'm going to keep hold of the GoPro. I laid this gorgeous guitar down on the bed and took some photographs of it. You'll see it in some other videos. It's just on the left of that camera actually. I laid it down on the bed to take some pictures of it. I thought, you know what, this is such a nice guitar. I can buy and sell fishing gear and bits and bobs and buy and sell some GoPro bits and bobs, but something like that, it's like, even if I don't play it, I'm sort of reluctant. It's been leaning in the bedroom against the radiator and it never ever sounded right. Something wasn't right, something wasn't right. I nearly took it to the shop. So I'm laying it down on the bed to take some pictures. And all of a sudden I noticed a little piece of plastic. So I leant forward towards the guitar to take some pictures, and then I noticed some plastic peeling off. And with an electric guitar, you have what's called a pickup. So you have a couple of metal plates, 2 or 3 metal plates, which is your pickup. And it had the plastic on, so I leant forward. I could see this plastic picking up, and I've never ever taken it off since I've unboxed it. And what it was, it's a plastic protecting the metal, so it's between the strings and the electric pickup. So I don't think it was picking up the signal properly. It's like a bit of plastic you get on your phone. You know when you get your phone and you get something new, you got this plastic you peel off. I don't think it was working properly because of the plastic. I'm about to plug it in a minute. I just bought it down at Barnes now. I've got my amp there, 2 amps, my karaoke one and my normal acoustic guitar amp. I've got a feeling. So in a way, it's like, I swear, someone was looking down saying to me, don't sell it, don't sell it, don't sell it. And that's just the excuse I need not to sell it, because it wasn't quite right. And I think it's the plastic between the strings and this pickup which was bugging up the signal. So it wasn't picking up the sound properly. So I didn't really want to sell it. And great news is, I don't think I'm going to sell it after all. I'm going to keep hold of it. And I think I'm going to tune it up in a minute and plug it and have a little play. And I think it's going to sound bloody the nuts, albeit 5 chords. So that's it, I'm going to keep hold of it. Meanwhile, I've sold some bits. I'm buying and selling a few bits on Facebook, some leftover bits from around the bungalow, some bits of camera lenses, and I'm managing to keep hold of the virtual tour camera and lens, which is a lot of money's worth, so I'm not selling that. So I'm managing to raise just enough funds to buy this camera and lens kit that I need without getting rid of my decent camera and lenses, without getting rid of my decent guitar. So I'm well pleased at the moment. I'm selling the GoPro. The GoPros are great. I've got all the bits and bobs. You can't beat a GoPro. They're brilliant, but they overheat every now and again. They overheat. The batteries run. I bought so many accessories for my GoPros now. I had 3 of them. I'm down to 1 now. Well, I've got one's ready to be dispatched, so I had 3. I'm down to 1. Sold one. One's being bidded on eBay at the moment. Great little cameras if you're in the market for a little camera. I've got external mic, a Sennheiser external mic on mine now. I was going to do a test with the mics, but I just didn't get around to it. I can't be bothered. The mic I'm using now is a Sennheiser MK400 or 300, whatever it is. I can't quite see them here now. MK200 by the looks of it. A Sennheiser MK200 external mic. The GoPro's in what's called a medium mode, so it's like in a cage. So it's got a hot shoe or cold shoe, what they call, and that's plugged in, running on that. They're waterproof out of the box. The 1911 are waterproof out of the box. You can get a remote for them, which I've got in my pocket at the moment, so I can remotely turn it on and off. I can run it off my watch actually. I've got a couple of apps on my watch which can run it as well. They're good little cameras, although I did a video earlier, my famous flip-flop video, if you've not seen it, for a bit of a laugh really, and I used the cordless, the wireless mic, so I obviously cut out all the way through. Long story short, so I had to re-record that, so that wasn't as good as I thought. Anyway, that's the news. I thought I'd pop on and have a little sort of like a vlog and a beer. I wanted to tell you about the leaking loft. I wanted to tell you about the new camera I was going to get. What other stories have I got? Since we last done a little vlog and a little chat, this little pup is running out. Oh, I'm on my last bar. I think I might have one in a minute just to get rid of it, because I don't know if I start drinking these. I should have done it first really, and then that'll be gone. Not gone, it'll be empty, and then I can send the kegs back, and then that'll be me done for kegs for there for a little while. I spoke to someone the other day. I think we're going to pop over to the Mighty Oak Brewery soon, have a little visit and drive over there one Friday afternoon, and we might buy some beer in a bag, I think, so I'm going to whack one in the fridge for this. I nearly done a beer making kit the other day. I looked at the kit, measured my brother-in-law about cleaning my gear up, put some bits and bobs in the box. All my stuff's got dirty, it's down the side of the house. I've still got the cleaning gear here and stuff, but the bucket's just gone manky. I've left it outside. I nearly that close, bought some new bits to make some beer up, but by the time I do this, by the time I get my new camera, let's have a little moan, shall we? I won't mention the fishing shop. Bought a ground sheet. There's bivvies now, well, the bivvy umbrellas, whatever it is, but a lot of them you have to buy separate bits, ground sheet, front separate. It's a little bit of a con, really, but bought this new bivvy, sold me other one, bought another one. But guy set it up on the pool, on the patio, that's another story. We won't talk about him. He brought his own sponge down, his own damn cloth from halfway around the country to wipe some mud off it, or whatever, another story. So, bought a new bivvy, didn't have a ground sheet. The ground sheet's 69 quid, everywhere you go, 69 quid. Guy on a fishing shop actually was selling stuff on eBay as well for £55 bargain. Still dear, 55 quid for ground sheet, but I bought a bargain. I thought it was weird. He's got a shop, and I didn't look at his reviews on Google. I just went by eBay. eBay looked alright. He actually owns a fishing shop. But his fishing shop has got good reviews, but his mail order side of things, he just can't do mail order. I won't mention the shop's name, but he cannot do mail order. He falls down big time. So I bought this ground sheet off him. I thought 55 quid is a bargain. And I thought it was really weird because I bought it on Good Friday, or the day before Good Friday. Good Friday sent me a message, private message. He didn't have to do it. I'm dispatching your item straight away. I'm thinking, oh, okay. I didn't expect that. I didn't expect to hear about that anytime soon. It's Easter weekend. And then he sent me a photograph of the dispatch thing, like an every dispatch thing. I thought it was a bit strange on Good Friday. I thought, well, you're not going to send it Good Friday, are you? Anyway, left it. Then he sent me a photograph, left it. A week later, I forgot all about it. Disappeared. I thought, where's that ground sheet? My club, I've renewed the membership for my club hall. I think it's shut for the month of April. So I've renewed that. Or was it May? I don't know what month we're in at the moment. April. So I renewed the membership, waiting for the club hall to open. I thought, I'm not going any fishing anytime soon, but I do want the ground sheet. And I left it. And I thought, well, I forgot all about it. I thought, hang on, where's this? I was talking to someone the other day. I thought, where's my bloody ground sheet? So I messaged this guy, where's my ground sheet? I'll chase it up for you. So I've gone on the app, the tracking thing. Said it's been dispatched, ready to pick it up. The company ready to pick it up from him, I think. I don't know, whoever. Oh yeah, I'll look into it for me. He said, I'll look into it for you. If it's not been sent, I'll send you another one. Well, I thought, that's strange. Why would you send me another one? Just chase this one up. Bit weird. I thought that's weird. 2 weeks later, I'm thinking, I'm 55 quid down here. I still ain't got my bloody item. When I looked on Google to see if it was a proper shop, I tapped his eBay name into Google and it came up as a proper shop. Great shop. Mail order, useless. Waiting 4 weeks, waiting 5 weeks, selling stuff he doesn't have in stock, selling this, selling that he doesn't have in stock. So it's basically selling stuff he doesn't have in stock, whacking your money in the bank for 2 or 3 weeks. You get the company refunds you. So I said, tell you what, mate, look, I've read your Google reviews, mate. I want my money back. Don't worry, I'll send you another one out. Blah, blah. I said, I'll chase this up. So I've still got this dispatch note that says it's in transit or something, but it never left anywhere. I don't know. The bloke's a bleeding lie, if you ask me. Peed me right off. I messaged him on eBay. Can I have a refund, please? I'll chase it up and send you one. Send you another one. What don't you understand about my message? Can you send me my money back, please? So with that, I got a message from eBay, money back. And I got the money back in a couple of days. So, well, I say a couple of days. So all in all, we had my money for about 3 weeks. And I don't think he actually sent the item out. It must be like drop shipping or something. If you know what drop shipping is, it's when I won't explain to you. But I don't know what he's doing. The guy is a bit of a dick. But there you go. I've opened a bottle of Corona here, and I shouldn't have because I've got this to empty out here. So I'll have a quick bottle of Corona. So I got my money back, but I can't get a ground sheet for love nor money for this particular bivvy. Oh God. Daughter just bought my grandson a bloody inflatable dinosaur in the garden. I don't think he'll go mad over that. Bloody, he loves dinosaurs. He's my mate, my best mate. He is. They're just decorating his new bedroom at the moment. He's got a small bedroom. They're decorating his big bedroom at the moment into like a dinosaur themed bedroom. Brilliant. So yeah, need a ground sheet for the Nash Titan Hide XL Pro. Cheapest price I can see at the moment is 69 quid. But I'm waiting for a little sale. I'm in no rush at the moment. I do want one. I don't really want to pay. I love getting a sale. I love getting something in a sale. Like my Fox mat, my Easy mat bought the other week in a sale. That's good. I'm keeping hold of that. I sold the other one for 20. Bought that for 40. So sold me BV. Bought another BV. A lot of stuff holds its price or goes up. Stuff's so dear now. It's so dear, including mortgage, interest rates, electric and gas. It's a nightmare. Someone messaged me the other day about the karaoke machine. They bought their grandson or nephew a karaoke machine. I was a bit disappointed that I'd done so much with my karaoke machine with the software and went so far and I didn't take it further. How to tag it and name it. So when I get a chance after you watch this video, I'm going to shoot upstairs. I'm going to take, I've got some software, I've never done it before. It'll just be a first for me. I'm going to plug the external mic in and do a screen record thing and a little. Hope I should be in a window. I'll actually look like a professional YouTuber for once. So I'm going to have my Blue Yeti mic plugged in, external mic. Excuse my phone and watches keep going off every 5 minutes. So I'm going to have my my Blue Yeti external mic plugged in, and I'm going to record myself on the screen, have my little window. That's the plan anyway. And I'm going to show this guy how to go through with the karaoke software and how to burn it using a software called MP3 Tag. Sun's just come out, lovely jubbly. It's still a bit chilly, there's a chill in the air. Just quickly, does anybody know, have they moved the marathon in the UK for some reason? Because I remember the London Marathon, I'm sure every London Marathon I remember, a friend of mine took part, he had a broken foot, apparently. And it was baking hot, 'cause I was doing a barbecue in the garden a long time ago now, that was. A few years back, my daughter did the London Marathon. We went up there and videoed it, baking hot. A friend of mine went up there the other year, baking hot. Every marathon I remember is baking hot. Why is it not? So, or we're getting later summers now, I don't know. As my darling Gillian said, maybe that's a good sign. Maybe it's going to be cold and crap weather for now, and it's going to be really, really hot in the summer, like it was last year. I was watching a programme the other day, Repair Shop on TV. The grass was all brown and it reminded me of last summer, and then I watched, excuse me, bloody phone. I put that on silent, sorry. I watched a video of my own actually. I was watching some videos of my own, I was so bored. And I was in a garden, and my mum's garden actually. And it was barren, the grass was just brown, you know, it all died. Seems like a million miles away, a million years away now, doesn't it? But that was last summer, so I'm hoping we have a lovely summer this year. Company, I could be doing my first product placement, but I didn't know what to say. A company messaged me the other day, I felt a bit embarrassed really. A company messaged me the other day, they must have seen my videos with me mucking about in my pool in the garden. I think a company from China messaged me the other day and emailed me the other day and said, oh, would you be prepared to accept as a gift these underwater lights and lights you put around your pool. I think they're rechargeable Bluetooth lights, waterproof hopefully. let's hope they are anyway. LED lights, and in return we asked you to do an unboxing and a review of the lights. And I had to tell the truth. I sort of, because they must have seen my little padding pool thing from last year, and I had to tell the truth at the time that, well, in the UK, the pool's not a set. I'm going to get another pool this year. I'm going to get a rectangle one, which will fit in better this year. I think it's going to be nice weather this year. So the round one's going to be up for sale actually, and we're going to start from scratch. I wish we'd sort of didn't rush into it last year. We should have got a rectangle one in the first place and a better pump. But the round one's will be up for sale. I might do my daughter actually the round one for my grandson, the round one and the pump. And I might get a big, I think it's called a sand next time. I haven't got a sand pump, they got one into it last year. You do need a decent pump. I'm talking, when I say pump I meant filter. So yeah, I was a bit embarrassed. This woman emailed me, I think she was Chinese, everything's made in China, and I had to email back and say, look, yeah, you know, well, I'm going to get some free gifts, whee! Got to have that, haven't you? So I thought, yeah, I'm up for that. I'm not going to turn down a free gift. Never turn down a free lunch. So I said, yeah, I'll do a review for you. But I had to tell the truth, you know. I said, well, yeah, I'll review your lights for you, but unfortunately, I'm in the UK, it's raining, and I haven't got a pool. But I will have. And they've got a new product coming out at the end of the month or next month, so I'm hoping to get the pool up. Get a rectangular one this time, it'll fit in better in there. If any of my family are watching this and you've got this final video and you want a round pool, let me know. Give us some beers and we might be able to do a little deal.